Alphapoc 602R pager, a suitable pager for the DAPNet. Unboxing and first look by Paul, Mike 0 Whiskey November Uniform, or 26 Charlie Tango 730 if you catch me on 11 metres and PMR 446.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul, Mike 0 Whiskey November Uniform, or 26 Charlie Tango 730 if you catch me on 11 metres and PMR 446. So it's a few days after the last one. It's the Friday now. The last one was done on the Tuesday. It's the 10th today, 10th of July. And this is the day when I will be starting at my new job. So, wish me luck for that. But first, there's a package arrived from the 90s. Well, actually, no, it hasn't arrived from the 90s. It's actually arrived from Germany. So, what do we think's in this? Well, my last video should have given you a clue to that. I'm just trying to find the knife there to open up the packet and take all this brown tape off, because apparently even in Germany, we expect them to be very serious and efficient. They still use brown tape on packages. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just cutting the tape where I think it's where I think the box is fastened. So, let's get this box open without shredding it, so I might be able to reuse it if I can. I don't know though. Yeah, I might have to cut through the address label, I think. I don't know. That's why it's really taped up. So I'm just cutting the tape wherever I can. But yeah, I probably will have to cut through the address label, which I don't want to do. In case I have to return it, which I shouldn't think so. Here we go. One last bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm in. Well packed as well. I expect nothing less from the Germans. So there's some bubble wrap in there. Foam. Lots of grey foam. Piece of paper which I'm suspecting is possibly the instructions, which I'm hoping are in English, but they're going to be in German. Oh no, it's the invoice actually. They do just have German instructions. I can put those with Google Translate, but I don't need them. And so that's it. That's the inside of the box. So let's put that to one side. So we have in here. Let's pull that apart, get the rest of the bubble wrap off. They've got a little box that's wrapped in this white foam stuff. We'll get there eventually. And we've got... Oh, they shipped the USB programmer anyway, I didn't ask for that. I think. Oh no, that's a power charger. I thought it just came with a USB cable. No, it's come with one of these cheaper USB 2-pin Euro plug style plugs. I'm not going to be charging it with that. I did ask for it without the battery because I don't really wanted it to be shipped with a battery. And there's the box. So we're going to the real unboxing now. So we'll still open our box and see what's in there. It's nice and supply charger though. So we have rather nifty little gold chain. Quite nice. And underneath we have a USB cable. It's not a micro USB, it's an older mini USB by the looks of it. And then the pager itself, I'm trying to free off, which comes on this handy little clip, which trying to work out how you remove that. There we go. And that's the pager itself, and it doesn't have a serial number on it, interestingly enough. Maybe that was rubbed off or something. But that's okay. And if we open the battery door, it looks to me that it takes a AAA cell. So, and here's one I prepared earlier. Not sure if it will work. That sounded promising. did work. Did work. Perfect. So I'm just trying to remember how you enter it into programming mode now. So that's the pager. I think it's... Yeah. It's in German, which isn't helpful. Just trying to work out how you change the language. Yeah, I don't know how you change the language on that yet, so I'll work that one out later. So it's all in German, but that's okay. Just grabbed it straight off the shelf. So I need to set this up to work on the DAPNet. So I shall move the camera in a bit, and I'll figure out how to do that. Okay, so I've got the pager on the desk here. So what I'm going to do is, I believe it's push the up arrow and the bottom button for 3 seconds. Ask for a password. Now it's one of those. There we go. Now it gets me into the RIC setting. So I change the RIC to mine, which I don't have to hand at the moment. Then, so don't know if I can turn those off. Yes, I can just turn them off like that. Try and keep the thing straight one-handed. So I'll show you how to program the RIC in a wee while. So you can turn them on and off. You can change the numbers. Try and hold the thing, that sort of thing in here. So I will get my own RIC programmed into this. Let's try not to drop it. This just go out a shot there. This section is in English. I'm just changing the numbers randomly. Just going to turn these all off for the minute. Just so it doesn't receive anything it shouldn't. Sorry about the beeping, I can't do anything about that. And then I'll set it up properly. So those are the RIC. So this is where you set the baud rate, which is 1200, which I believe is what it needs to be for the DAPNet. Normal polarity, and I will change that to 9, 8, 7, 5. So change the frequency correct for the DAPNet. Let's just make sure I do that properly. And then I want to program it. That's just completely reset it. But those are still in German, so I'd probably have to. So they're still in German. Yeah, they're still in German. So there's nothing in the books saying how to change those to English, so I'm guessing I have to use the programming software for that. So I will go get my RIC and a cup of coffee and I'll get this programmed and we'll test it. Okay, so I'm about to enter my RIC in there. You don't want to be seeing that, so although you never know, could end up in the wild. So I'll start entering that off camera, and
I'll set it up. So you do is you'd set the first digit, move to the next one, and then use those two to set the digits. So I'll set the last 4 digits off camera, and I'll put the camera back on the tripod, and I'll set it up for a couple of other RICs, so that gives you an idea, and you'll turn them on or off. Actually, I'll show you how to turn those on and off. So I'll set my RIC, and then I'll show you how to turn the rest on and off, so you can set them up. Right, so in this column we've got an item that says off. If you press the 2 bottom buttons in the programming mode, it'll toggle between off and on. And then you've got your different numbers here. I've zoomed in a bit so you can see that, and also not show my RIC. So I'm just trying to be careful here. So you change those to the RIC of whatever it is information you want, as in the DAPNET rubrics, and then by using the up down to move along, and then press the bottom buttons to move the number up and down. And then once you've done that, go on to the next page. So I'll try and zoom back out without showing you my RIC number. So now I've got to try and do this without. There we go. Okay, so obviously you change everything on here and push program. Try that again. That one. Sorry about the loud beeping. It's just what it will do. So that's now ready to roll. Let's pop it up. Let's pop the camera back up on the tripod, and let's see if this thing will work. Okay, so we've got a little page device. So let's see if now I've set it up, let's see if it'll work. So I've got the DAPNET app on my phone. You can get that from the Google Play Store. I'm not sure if it's available for Apple, but we'll see. So I send a message and I make that a test message, and enter my desired call sign, which would be my call sign again. It'll give you a list of call signs it's suggesting. So that's what I've put in there. And then all I've got to do is, don't need to put the transmitter groups as far as I can tell. Enter. I should now, I'll just put that as transmitter groups all. It's easier that way. And that's now ready to be sent. Pressing the send button at the top of the screen. That's now gone through, and it should hopefully come up on this. And it has, it's flashing at me just to tell me, hey, you've got a message, acknowledge it. There we go. Now that's what it looks like at that setting. So hey, I've got a message. So that's come through, and that's come through from my jumbo spot. Now obviously I've got to work out what so I'm guessing that. So it's still in German. We've got a menu at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that back into English if I can. Yeah. Okay. There it goes. So we know it works, but what if you don't have access to the DAPNet at all and you don't have a DAPNet app?
or a DAPNet account for that matter. So there's a little workaround. There is a way to do this, and it's going to require me to make sure my hotspot's on something on Brandmeister. Well, it hasn't worked. So, gotta give my hotspot a bit of time because if it's transmitting DAPNet, then it. So, what you can do, you can send a message. Not sure if I can resend this. Yeah, I can. So I've already got a message set up. If you send a message to 262994, it's a private message, to 262994, starting with the call sign of who you want to send the pager message to, and then what you want to say in the message. So that would be that. I push resend, should send it. And you should get a confirmation back saying that it's been sent successfully. But I don't think that's going to happen for me. So I've been struggling to connect to Brandmeister lately. But if it is successful, it would come through on a pager.
Link to 4426.
There we go. I'm actually connected to a Brandmeister reflector now, which should mean it should allow me to send that message again. And I should get an acknowledgement on here saying it's been sent. And it should, with a bit of luck, come up on this pager once my hotspot clears. Well, it would, but Hubnet's woke up. So, if it comes through, I'll show you a picture of it later. But it might come through whilst we've got that on. So, that's the Alphapoc 602R pager. It's available from Alphapoc directly. And this one is the X4 model, which is the one suitable for use with the DAPNet. It takes one rechargeable AAA cell, and it will probably last a while. So if you've got a stock of them, I've got another cell on the desk here, then you should be good. So long as the battery's working, that's fine. So I'm going to have a play with this, and hopefully I'll be able to get it into English as well if I'm lucky. So, nice little device. Comes with that belt clip, USB cable and a charger, so yeah. Let's bring back something from the 90s. So this is Paul, Mike 0, Whiskey November uniform, 126 Charlie Tango 730 if you catch me on 11 metres and PMR 446. And don't forget to stay safe, guys. Just beware of that virus, it's still out there, obviously. And I start my new job, so best of luck to me. I think I'm going to enjoy it though, because get some perks with that job as well, so, and it's better pay. So so I can put more money into this channel, and I still have the 2 days off that I require to actually be able to do other things, including this channel. Although this is the Friday morning, so I've got a bit of time before work as well. So I'll be doing a bit more on this pager and the DAPNet. So just stay tuned for that. You can catch me on the repeaters GB3IR and GB3HG. You can catch me on CB channel 19 if I'm mobile, because that's usually when I monitor it. Sometimes I monitor it from home, but I do have a high noise level around here, so might not be guaranteed. Network Radios 00, as you heard there, the Hubnet. It's on the DMR at the minute. And now you can send a pager message to me too. Just use my call sign from the DAPNet, or if you've got a DMR on the Brandmeister network, you would use, I'm just going to bring it back up, 262994. You send a private message to 262994, starting with the call sign that you want to send to, which in this case it would be me, and what you want to say in a message. Or you can do it from the DAPNet website if you've got an account with them, or even the app if you've got an account with DAPNet. And I'll receive it on my little pager, so there you go. So 7 threes for now, guys, and maybe you should try checking out the DAPNet, and we could use a few more transmitters in the UK for this actually, because it looks like it could be quite useful. So I'll cover more on the subject very soon, after I've explored it. 7 threes for now, guys.
Don't forget, you can subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to be notified of new videos as I upload them. 73 from Paul, Mike 0 Whiskey November Uniform, or 26 Charlie Tango 730 on 11 meters and PMR 446.